I'm gonna call me Luther. Can you be my tutor? I want to feel like tutor. Can you be my tutor? I want to feel.
Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin and I am your favorite tutor. And in today's video, we are going to be solving the 2024 Math 1110 tutorial sheet 1. And without wasting much time, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so what we have in front of us here is the tutorial sheet itself. The tutorial sheet has several other questions, okay, but we're going to start with question 1. So question 1, as we can see, has several parts. It has part A, part B, part C, and part D. So we're going to begin with part A here, but before we can do that, we're just going to write down here Q1 to just represent question 1, and then we're also going to write A here to just represent part A. So now that we have that out of the way, what does part A of question 1 read? Okay, so it reads, list down the elements of the following sets. So let's get started with Roman numeral 1 here. So Roman numeral 1 is asking us to list down the elements of the set A. Now, how has set A been described? We've been given a description here which will help us list down the elements of this set. So set A has been described in such a way: all elements X such that X is even, okay, and X is less than or equal to 19. Okay, so X is less than or equal to 19, and X is a member of the set of natural numbers. So this is the description we've been given about set A. Now let's get to listing down the elements of this set, but before we can actually start, we need to properly analyze this description of the elements of set A. So here, first off, we are taught that X is even, all right, and we know that even numbers are numbers such as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, totally different from odd numbers. Okay, so that's one thing. And then the next description that we are given here is that X is less than or equal to 19. Automatically we can see that 19 is not going to be a part of the elements of set A. Why? Because 19 is not even. The first condition here says that X is even. Therefore 19 is not even. It must not be a part of the elements of set A. This means that an even number before 19 is what's going to be the last element in this set A, okay? And then X here is also a member of the set of natural numbers, and we know that natural numbers are counting numbers. Therefore, the elements that go into the set A have to be between 1 and 19. Okay, so that's something that we can say about the description we've been given here on set A. So let's begin listing down the elements of set A. So set A is going to first have 2. Obviously it can't have 1 because 1 is not even, right? Even though it's a natural number, but it's not even, so it cannot be a part of this set. So 2 is going to be the first element. Our next element is going to be 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. These elements that we've listed down are the elements that are a part of the set A based on the description that we've been given here about set A. Okay, so now we can move on to the next question on part A. All right, so the next question is Roman numeral 2. All right, and here we have set B. Okay, so how has set B been described? Set B has been described in this way: all elements X such that -3 is less than or equal to X, okay, and X itself is less than or equal to 3/2, and we know that X is a member of the set of integers. So this is a description about set B. Now let's get to listing down the elements of set B. But before we can do that, like we did on part A, let's properly analyze the description of part B here. -3 is less than or equal to X. Alright, so the fact that we are looking at this inequality here, -3 is an integer, and we have this inequality that says that -3 is less than or equal to X. Therefore, -3 is going to be a part of the set B. What else do we have here? We have a situation where we are also saying that X is less than or equal to 3/2. Now, 3/2 is not an integer, rather it is a rational number, and when we divide 2 into 3, we're going to have a situation where we get a decimal number which is 1.5, and we know that 1.5 for sure is definitely not an integer. It's also a rational number, therefore it cannot be a part of this set. So the number that is going to be the last element of this set has to be less than 1.5, and it has to be an integer. And what number is that? It's 1. So let's list down these elements. So -3, remember we said it's going to be a part, so we're going to start with -3. -3 here, then we're going to have -2, then we're going to have -1, then we're going to have 0, and finally we're going to have 1. And by doing so, we've basically listed down the elements of set B based on the description that we've been given here about set B. Okay, so now let's move on to Roman numeral 3 of part A. Okay, and on this part we're being asked to list down the elements of set C. Okay, so which is what we have here, and the description we've been given here is that all elements X such that 6 plus X is equals to 5, and X is a member of the set of natural numbers. So this is the description we've been given here about set C. So when we look at this equation 6 plus X is equals to 5, and we look at X in particular, the number that we substitute for X must eventually lead to us getting what? Getting 5. Alright, and remember that X is a natural number. Therefore, we need to try and substitute any of the natural numbers with X to see if we're going to get 5. Alright, so when we have, let's say, 6 plus 1, are we going to get 5? No, we're going to get 7. If we have 6 plus 2 perhaps, what are we going to get? We're going to get 8 instead. So we can see that there's no natural number that we can insert here or that we can replace with X that is going to give us 5 as the final answer. Therefore, there's something that is definitely wrong here. And if we pay attention, the only number that can actually give us 5 in this case, if we were to substitute it with X, is actually -1. Alright, so -1, if we put -1 there, we say 6 minus 1 is going to give us 5. And -1 is not a natural number. Instead, it is an integer. Therefore, the conditions that we have in the description of set C are not consistent. And the fact that they're not consistent, we do not have any element that can basically go into the set C. So we have a problem here. And if we have a problem here and we have no elements that can basically be listed down in the set C, this means that the set C itself is what? Is an empty set. The set C is an empty set. So we're going to denote it by with a pair of empty braces. This is what we're going to have, and this is what we're going to use to denote set C. A pair of empty braces to mean that set C is empty. We can also use this symbol here, the O with a line cutting through it. So this symbol can also be used to mean that set C is empty. So we can either use the pair of empty braces or this symbol right here. So set C is basically an empty set. Alright, that's the final answer. Set C is an empty set. Okay, so the next part that we're going to be looking at now is Roman numeral 4. Okay, and Roman numeral 4, we're being asked to list down the elements of the set D. Okay, and how has it been described? It's been described in such a way that we say all elements X such that X is a prime number and 0 is less than X and X itself is less than 10. Okay, so these are the conditions that we've been given. We know what prime numbers are. A prime number is basically a number where only one and the number itself can go into it, and the answer is going to be a whole number. Alright, and such numbers are numbers such as 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and so on. So now we know what prime numbers are. But here we've also been given a boundary, right? And what is this boundary? We've been given the boundary that X is between 0 and 10, alright, because 0 is less than X, or X is greater than 0, and X itself is also less than 10. Therefore, these prime numbers have to be between 0 and 10. Okay, so the first prime number that we have that is obviously greater than 0 is 2, and then the next prime number is going to be 3, the next prime number is going to be 5, and finally the last prime number that is before 10 is 7. Therefore, our prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and these prime numbers make up the set D. By doing this, we've basically listed down all the elements in the set D based on the description that we've been given right here. Okay, so we're done with part A of question 1. We're now going to move on to part B of question 1.
Can you be my teacher? Gonna call me Lucha.